The future to come in 20 to 30 years. Can it be predicted in the times of global uncertainty? How to map out the contours of the future so that they are more clear and bright. And what can be done by those who are today called the next generation?
In today's episode, Alexey Lodochnikov, Russian guy with Kazakh soul. If I wasn't raised in the orphanage, I would hardly have known the Kazakh language, played the dombra, and in general would hardly have stood on the big stage with Dimash Kudaibergenov and performed in front of Elbasy. Alexey Lodochnikov is 22 years old. He studies at Toraigyrov Pavlodar State University. He is a musician as he plays the dombra and composes songs. As an actor, he took part in the filming of TV series. Winner of the national 100 New Faces of Kazakhstan project. I got into an orphanage when I was 4 years old. That's when I first came to the orphanage. Of course, when I arrived, I cried a lot because this was a new place for me. I didn't know people there. At that time, the orphanage was headed by Olga Fedorovna. Unfortunately, she's no longer alive. With the support of Olga Fedorovna, a Kazakh group was opened in the orphanage. I got into this group. My teachers were Besinbinova Almagul Alexey kızı and Kabasova Jumagız Abilda kızı. There were 8-9 children in the group. All of them, like me, were not Kazakhs.
Жаңадан ашылған топта біз бір 8-9 адам бала болғанбыз. Олардың бәрі өзге ұлттың өкілі болған, мен сияқты. Түсінбейсің ба, түсінесің ба?
Whether I understood or not, they spoke to me only in Kazakh. For example, they said to me, "Go close the door," but I didn't understand that I had to close the door. I watered the flowers and made the bed. But then I mastered the Kazakh language and began to understand everything.
Төсектің бәрін жинаймын. Бірақ кейін қазақ тілін жетік меңгеріп, мен түсіне бастадым бәрін. Сондықтан қазақ тілін үйрену маған еш қиындық тудырмады.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Okay. What about you? Okay. Oh, you grew up. Yes. How are your studies? Good.
Ты очень богат. Богат не только...
One should be considered very rich not due to the possessions, such as latest smartphones, cars, or watches, but due to spiritual wealth and speaking languages. If one learns a language, it will only be beneficial. Because what I am today is thanks to the Kazakh language, thanks to the dombra.
То, что я себя сегодня представляю, это благодаря казахскому языку, благодаря домбре.
Haven't you forgotten how to play the dombra? No, I haven't forgotten. Do you remember how I taught you to play the first songs? All this is your skills. I remember all the songs I learned. I have had an interest and love for dombra since childhood. This passion is still with me. At first, my hands hurt a lot. Sometimes I even cried because it didn't work out. But after 2 or 3 months, I gradually learned how to play. As soon as I mastered dombra, I began to participate in competitions. With the support of our teachers, I won prizes. One of my first significant performances was the Bolashak zhuldyzy competition, which took place in 2007. At that competition, I performed 2 songs.
2007 жылы Bolashak zhuldyzy сайысы болды. Сол сайыста мен 2 ән айттым. Grand Prix жүлдесіне ие болып, ақын өзінің өнерім алға баса берді.
At this competition, I won the Grand Prix, and I didn't stop there. Head of the orphanage, Kabysheva Umut Mirzagul kızı, enrolled me in a music school for gifted children, which was located in Pavlodar.
Балалар үйінің басшысы Kabysheva Umut Mirzagulna meni Pavlodar қаласындағы дарынды балаларға арналған мектепке жазды. Сәлеметсіз бе?
Hello. How are you, Alyosha? Everything's fine? All right.
Дела у меня хорошо. Ваши как?
У нас тоже нормально.
Как
Что
вы
нового
тут?
у тебя?
Ну, все так же. Учеба.
Lyosha, remember how you got to music school? I was on the playground and you said, Lyosha, tomorrow we'll go to a concert in the city. But in the end, we went to enter a music school. You went into the office of the head teacher, agreed there, and that's it. I played the dombra. If I'm not mistaken, they told me, congratulations, you entered a music school.
На домбре, если я не ошибаюсь. И все, и мне сказали, все, ты поступил в музыкальную школу. Не забуду этот момент. Меня закрыли.
I will not forget this moment. They locked me in the classroom so that I could study the piano. I wanted to go to Qashyr so badly. I didn't know what to do to go back to Qashyr. There was a bottle of water in the window to water the flowers, and I poured water on the heads of passersby from the fourth floor.
Этажа прохожим воду лил на голову.
Dudaray dudam bersenasın dudam Şekenay dudaray dudam
Каждый год я ездил с музыкальной...
Every year, I left the music school to Orphanage to celebrate the New Year. Every year, I was Santa Claus. But once this did not happen because I was not permitted to leave the school. For me, it was such a blow. It seemed to me that my life stopped there. It was very unpleasant to miss such an event. Everyone was having fun there, while I studied alone.
Было очень неприятно пропустить такое событие, когда все там веселятся, я сижу, там уроки учу.
Further, I went to study at a music college. For me, this was a new stage in my life.
Этап в моей жизни был. В музыкальном колледже я учил
At a music college, I studied the traditional dombra singing.
пение на домбре. Когда приезжают высокопоставленные лица в область, у нас уже есть...
When officials come to the region, we have artists who always meet them. I really wanted to sing for the president, but I was told that there was already a ready-made list. There was a protocol, and unfortunately, they could not take me. The next day, when I saw these people in college, I went back to them and asked again.
Подошел, опять попросился. Мне повезло вдвойне.
I was doubly lucky. I performed at a meeting with the public where I saw Elbasy. I remember every second, every moment of this meeting. It's a great honor, great memory, history for me. When I told about my dream that I wanted to meet with the first president, he stopped me and said, "You speak Kazakh better than my comrades."
Он остановил меня и сказал, что ты разговариваешь на казахском лучше, чем мои соратники.
Өнеріме риза болған елбасы өзінің батасын беріп, міне бүгінгі мен Қазақстандағы жыр жаңа есімі жобасының жеңімпаздардың бірімін.
I performed well, sang for him the song of Qashyr Balkhadisha.
Balkhadisha.
On the 25th anniversary of independence 5 years later, I again performed for the first president. Among Kazakhstan's performers, of course, Dimash is in the first place. And I'm glad that I had the opportunity to perform on the same stage with him and sing Balkhadisha.
Моя цель была поступление в университет искусств.
Initially, my goal was to enter the Shabbat University of Arts to the directing department, but I entered our local university named after Sultan Mahmud Toraigyrov. I studied to get a musical education.
Как твои успехи?
How are you doing? The session was closed at A and B. Well done, Alexei. We will have a concert as part of the volunteer movement at the Oncology Center. How many musical performances are required? We're planning 5 or 6. I can sing 2 with dombra and 1 pop song. Excellent. Due to the pandemic, the concert work was suspended. We do not know when the lockdown will end, but we still do not sit idle. Taking into account the realities of the time, I play songs with the dombra, make a video and put it on TikTok.
Қазіргі заманға сай өлеңдерді домбыраға салып, видеоларын да жазып жатырмын өзімнің TikTok аккаунтыма.
I wrote my first song, if I'm not mistaken, in 2016. It is called Makhabbatym-ai.
Авторлық әні Makhabbatym-ai деген әні болды. Сен сүйем дедің ақысыңдай, бақысың қодар алмай, бұл әлемді шарлай алмай, бұл менің махаббатым-ай, махаббатым.
Both my friends and my viewers liked this song.
Ұнап қалды.
Туған жер, асатауың кең жайлауың арман әнім туған.
Өнер жолындағы адамдардың бірі.
It seems to me that every creative person should have songs dedicated to their homeland in their repertoire. I also have a song about my homeland.
Елге, жерге деген құрметін арқылы шықты деп айта аламын.
Туған ел.
7-8 авторлық әнім бар, және Құдай қаласа бір жарты жылдан кейін.
I already have 7 or 8 self-written songs. God willing, in a year and a half, if I will be able to present a full-fledged album to my audience, some songs appear through inspiration, some in a dream. I wake up and then write down what I dreamed on paper.
Бір әуен келеді де, бір оянасында оны да қағазға жазып қоясың. Бұрын мұндайды көрмеппін. Брайтны қайда?
Бұл тачскрин.
Тач не? Қымбат нәрсе шығар. Өзің алдың ба?
Әкем сыйлады.
Машинаны да ма? Әкең бай ма?
Оны қайтесің?
Жай. Мой первый опыт
My first experience in filming came with the series Kieli, besik. They invited me to the filming, noticing me through the videos that were broadcast on local TV channels.
на местных телеканалах. Ол жерде тегін басқаша жазылған.
Біраз нәрселер өзгерген сияқты.
Бірақ ешкім жоқ қой.
Түнде жұмыс жасайтын шығар.
Қайдағын айтпаш. Төре Омаров ондай адам емес.
Сен қайдан білесің?
Ол туралы естігем.
Мен күзетшіден сұрап келейін.
Қазба жұмыстарым бүгін бастайын деп жатсыз ба?
Русский парень с голубым.
A Russian guy with blue eyes plays the dombra. For another 10 years, it seems to me it will be relevant until all Russians learn the Kazakh language. I understand that one dombra and knowledge of the Kazakh language will not go far.
Домбре и Казахстан далеко не уедешь.
Жайлауында жүрген жігіт бағып қой, дос келді деп жасап жатыр анық той. Алғашқы рет көріп тұрсың сен оны, нағыз қазақ осыміне танып қой.
Работаю, молодец.
I work in the youth wing, Zhas Otan. I started as an ordinary activist, and today I'm already a consultant. It seems to me that in our time, when all conditions are created for young people, just please study, please work.
Ағайын халық емес ол кесір, қазақ осы аңғал-саңғал жабусыз, қазақ осы ағыл-тегіл көл-көсір.
Большая моя мечта — это стать.
My dream is to become a great artist, to perform at large venues. I'm not rushing the time. Everything has its time. Maybe at the age of 30, 40, but I would definitely achieve what I have envisioned.
Того, чего я заказал.
О, салем.
Oh, hello. How are you? Good. Are you from Qashyr? Yes, I'm from Qashyr. When we see you on TV and on billboards, we rejoice. We say, this is our pride from the village of Tirinkol, Qashyr district.
Жұмысың жемісті болсын.
Жайлауыңда жүрген жігіт бағып қой, дос келді деп жасап жатыр анық той. Алғашқы рет көріп тұрсың сен оны, нағыз қазақ осыміне танып қой.
Бала кезінен домбыраға
I have had an interest in love for dombra since childhood, and this is still with me. Wherever and with whoever I am, dombra is always with me. I can say that dombra is my closest friend.
деп айта аламын.
Thanks to the support of the people around him, significant meetings, and most importantly, perseverance, Alexey Lodochnikov managed to find his own path and his vocation. Although Alexei has already achieved a lot, nevertheless, he believes that the strings of his talent will sound even louder over time.